Have everything but still not happy? Do you have a great job, a nice home, and plenty of money in the bank but still feel like something is missing? If so, you're not alone. Many people find themselves asking the same question: why am I not happy even though I have everything? In this video, we'll explore some potential answers to this question. 1. Feeling guilty for not being happy. It can be difficult to feel guilt when we have so much to be thankful for, but it's important to acknowledge the reality of our emotions. Many people struggle with happiness guilt, where they feel guilty for being happy when those around them are not. Studies have shown that our habits can have a huge impact on our overall happiness levels, and it's possible that a midlife crisis or depression could be causing feelings of unhappiness. It is important to recognize that emotional darkness is not a choice, and many people suffer from chronic unhappiness or psychological diseases. To cope with these feelings, it's essential to recognize your emotions and take action. Finding an outlet for your feelings, practicing gratitude and self-care, and understanding depression and other mental illnesses can go a long way in helping you find happiness in different ways. 2. Research shows habits create happiness. The research is clear. Habits such as practicing self-care, spending money on others, having a rich set of social connections, and even understanding depression can play a huge role in creating and sustaining happiness. This is even more true in today's world, when so many of us feel like we have everything we need and yet still struggle with unhappiness. To find true joy and contentment, it's important to take the time to understand what will make you happy and then take the steps to create those habits. With the right approach, you'll be able to create lasting happiness that will benefit your well-being in the long run. 3. Midlife crisis or depression. The midlife crisis is a well-known phenomenon, with many people between the ages of 40 and 60 feeling dissatisfied with their lives. This can be a difficult and confusing time, as people may experience a strong desire for change but feel guilty or ashamed for wanting it. It is important to recognize the signs of a midlife crisis and to differentiate it from depression, which is a diagnosable mental health condition. With appropriate intervention and support, this period can ultimately be seen as an opportunity for growth and development. 4. Finding happiness in different ways. The search for happiness can take many forms, and it is important to understand that it may be found in different ways. While material possessions can bring joy, they can never bring everlasting happiness. It is important to recognize what makes you truly happy, and to make the necessary steps towards making it a reality. Developing healthy habits and taking things one step at a time can help you regain your happiness. Additionally, recognizing and understanding your emotions may help you identify why you are feeling blue in the first place, allowing you to take action and find an outlet for your feelings. Finally, practicing self-care and gratitude is key in finding joy in life. 5. Is emotional darkness a choice? It's hard to believe that emotional darkness can be a choice, but it can be. The truth is that everyone has their own path to happiness, and it is ultimately up to the individual to determine what works best for them. While feeling guilty for not being happy may be an issue that many people struggle with, it is important to recognize that it is possible to choose happiness despite the circumstances. Research shows that habits are key in creating a sense of joy and contentment, so it may be beneficial to focus on building healthy habits and routines into your life. 6. Understanding depression and other psychological diseases. The previous section discussed the possibility of feeling guilty for not being happy, even when we have everything. In this section, we will explore the concept of depression and other psychological diseases, which can cause feelings of unhappiness and frustration. Depression is a serious mental health condition that can affect the way we think, feel, and act. It is estimated that nearly 25% of Americans suffer from chronic unhappiness due to depression or other psychological diseases. It is important to understand the signs and symptoms of depression and other psychological diseases so that we can recognize them in ourselves and seek help if needed. Additionally, it is also important to find an outlet for our emotions and practice gratitude and self-care in order to maintain our emotional health. 7. Many people suffer from chronic unhappiness. It's no secret that the mental health crisis is increasing in recent years. Unfortunately, due to a variety of factors, such as the economic and social disruption caused by the pandemic, increase in anxiety and depression due to underlying mental health conditions. It's important to recognize that this is an issue that affects a large portion of the population, and that it's not something anyone should feel guilty about or ashamed of. Thankfully, there are ways to address this issue and find happiness in different ways. Whether it's through practicing gratitude and self-care, recognizing your emotions and taking action, or understanding depression and other psychological diseases. 8. Recognizing your emotions and taking action. Recognizing your emotions and taking action are key to finding happiness. It can be easy to get caught up in the routine of everyday life and not take the time to really process how we're feeling. Understanding our emotions can be especially difficult if we don't have the words to describe what we're experiencing. Doing simple things like journaling can help us get in touch with our feelings, and it's important to remember that intense emotions are not always a bad thing. They can be an indication that something needs to be addressed or changed. Taking the time to practice gratitude and self-care can also help us find happiness in different ways. 9. Finding an outlet for your feelings. Finding an outlet for your feelings is important to help you manage stress and other negative emotions. Whether it's talking to a therapist or finding a creative outlet like painting or journaling, it's important to find ways to express your emotions in a healthy way. This can help you feel connected and understood, as well as build emotional resilience. Additionally, practicing gratitude and self-care are great ways to boost your emotional well-being and bring more joy and fulfillment into your life. 10. Practicing gratitude and self-care. A vital part of finding emotional balance is the practice of gratitude and self-care. Feeling grateful for what we have can be a powerful way to counter our feelings of unhappiness and midlife crisis. Research has shown that regularly practicing gratitude can have a snowball effect on our overall happiness, and it's also an important aspect of mindfulness. Taking the time to recognize and appreciate the good things in life can help ease depression symptoms, allowing us to live a little easier each day. Additionally, it's important to recognize that emotional darkness isn't always a choice, as many people suffer from chronic unhappiness due to depression or other psychological diseases. If you're feeling overwhelmed or drained by life, it's important to find an outlet for your feelings and take action by understanding your emotions and recognizing when it's time to seek help. Stay positive and believe in yourself,